I feel like this is. I feel like this. I guess you call it screens. This wallpaper is going to get me demonetized. Alright, anyways.
そういうところも興味深いわね。あなたを観察する理由が増えたわ。
What it's worth. Yeah, I think I only made like $2 a stream anyways, so it's fine. Oh yeah, I can't look ahead and see how long this is, but I'm pretty sure it's I think it's typically like 10 main episodes, and like there's like 4 or 5 voiceless episodes. Anyways, let's holy shit. Hey dead dude, how's it going?
Black Spica の箱舟デネブ号へようこそ。
Oh, the beast skin's great. Yeah, this is the horny chapter. Pretty much.
私はブラックスピカの副団長リキニアと申します。皆様を貴賓として丁重におもてなしさせていただきます。
Lichina, or Lichinia? Licinia? We'll figure it out. Greets us with a graceful and poised bow. She then does a half turn and place and presents the lavish lobby of the SS Deneb behind her.
いくらカオスで探し物を見つけてあげたとはいえ、ブラックスピカの団長が直々に箱舟に招待するなんて。最初からアネスの情報を知っていたのも怪しいわ。注意して進みましょう、艦長。
うわー、豪華だけどなんか不気味ね。
大理石に宝石、ステンドグラス、シャンデリアまで。
Licinia? Maybe it's that. I'll try to listen out for her name. Wait, how the Japanese says it.
砲弾一発で壊れるくせにめちゃくちゃ高い装飾ばかりなのが腹立ちます。権力とは脆くて貴重なものから生まれるものだからね。私たちのポケットには貴重品なんてないじゃん。だから無力なわけ。無力って何ですか？火力は私たちが一番ですよ。ユニはまだお子ちゃまだね。本当に強力な力は見えないものから生まれるんだよ。テラシオンには文化が、ペルティオンには技術がある。そして帝国には
They have power. As we follow Licinia, I notice Hilda staring at me, so I turn to meet her gaze. Me?
脆くて貴重で、それでいて何よりも強い力を持つ存在。
The Empower has me.
ファーストにぴったりの表現だと思わない？
Yeah, an unmatched for agents.
素直に認めるじゃん。そういうとこ嫌いじゃないよ。か弱い艦長の体が傷つかないように私が指揮を手伝ってあげなきゃね。話を戻すけど、それに比べてステラファミリアの力は独特と言った方がいいかな。生まれつきの能力と見た目、性格、天性、 それ自体が種族の根幹だからね。
like a man who's
星の
submissive.
祝福とかなんとかっていう伝説があるけど、損得感情で得だと判断すれば、文字通り何でもやっちゃうブラックスピカを見ると、祝福って表現はどうも似合わない気がするんだよね。私たちは今、そんな奴らの本拠地、そのど真ん中まで来てるの。しかも奴らにしては珍しく、貴賓扱いでね。
Where's Veronica?
貴賓扱いできることを心から願っております。私としてはですが、団長の行動は私のような凡人には理解が及ばないものですので、ご満足いただけるほどのおもてなしは保証いたしかねます。もし奇妙で不気味な経験をされることがあっても、あくまで団長自身は良かれと思っての行動のはずですので、どうか驚かれませんよう。
仲間からあそこまで言われるって、普段一体何をやらかしているのよ。
よくわかりませんが、ここの団長に比べればヒルデさんの100時間連続重機講座の方がずっとマシですね。
いや、それはない。あんなの
I've
二度と
seen her
経験し
since.
たくないわ。
二人ともひどいよ。
Lasina, or Lasinia, probably, exchanges a few words with the crew members standing guard at reception. The guard scribbles something in a ledger before returning to their paperwork. We proceed down a wider corridor. Holographic candles, stained glass windows, and chandeliers cast their light through the mist blanketing the lobby, creating a haunting yet fascinating atmosphere. The long curved staircase and the dizzying height of the domed ceiling are as intricate and meticulous as the web of a giant spider. At the same time, it feels like a beautiful trap.
雲の巣に飛び込むような気分だね。
It's like you read my mind.
これはうぬぼれかもしれないけどね。館長がどんな風に世界を見てるのか少しわかる気がするんだ。
This might sound presumptuous, but I fucking like you, Captain.
だから万が一の場合は、私が直接指揮する代わりにできるだけ館長に頼っちゃうよ。いちいち気にしてると疲れるんだもん。
I look around and spot Black Speaker members bustling about the lobby. Some are transporting the newly retrieved jewels to a secure location, while others lean comfortably against the stair railings, chatting with one another. I guess crew dynamics are pretty much the same wherever you go.
ちょっと館長、話をそらさないでよ。
いけません。汚れた水が視界に入るのは許せません。エリさん、今すぐ浄化します。
館内を洗浄しただけの水だってば、なんでわざわざ浄化するの？これは私が使うんだからほっといてよ、マリン。
どうせ意味不明なドローンの改造に使うのでしょう。そんなことに使うくらいなら、私がきれいな水にして惑星パグナに撒いた方が
I
まだ
like
マシ
ya
です。
and I want ya. Now we can do this easy way or the hard way. The choice is yours.
いつもこっちが譲ってあげてるからってほんと生意気。
やるのですか？望むところです。
Maybe not exactly the same. Yuri and Marin's bickering grows so heated that the railing they're leaning against begins to shake. Looking closer, there are signs of damage that have been patched up multiple times. By the way, these are both partners. Yuri is a 3-star, and I think Marin's a 5-star? I think?
ユリさん、マリンさん、おやめください。
But Yuri's
大事なお客
way
様の前
better
ですよ。
as a partner.
力ニアは誰にでもそう言うじゃん。
いいえ、今日は本当に大事なお客様で、 今すぐ仲直りしないと、次はお二人を同じ班にさせていただきます。よろしいですか？ゆりさん、ごめんなさいわ。
ゴキブリウジ虫バーカバーカ、そっちが悪いんじゃん。
なんですって。こっちこそ我慢の限界です。
In an instant, Yuri and Marin become a tangled, rolling ball of limbs. The stained glass and chandeliers cast a vibrant glow over the cloud of dust they kick up. The legendary fighting cloud. No matter what time period, it still remains.
行きましょうか。団長室はこの奥です。
Lysania turns away from Yuri and Marin and walks ahead. It seems there's a weight on her shoulders that wasn't there before. A profound silence hangs over our group as we make our way to the commander's room. Lysania knocks on the door and waits for a response. A faint voice answers from the other side. It's barely audible, but Lysania seems to understand perfectly and carefully opens the door.
団長、貴賓の皆様をお連れいたしました。
ご苦労だったわ、リキニア。飲み物を用意しなさい。
Arabella sits in her chair, chin resting on her hand and legs crossed. Her head is tilted slightly, and the smile that calmly pulls at her lips exudes confidence and dignity.
かしこまりました。皆様、ご要望がありましたら何なりと。インベーダーのエッセンスを活用した蒸留酒、惑星ライーノの茶葉で入れた紅茶、ペルティオン特製ジューサーで作ったフルーツドリンクなどがございます。
We appreciate the gesture, but we'll have to decline.
あら、そう？せめてハニーカクテルくらいは味わってもらいたいものだけど、依頼で来るような人には振る舞わない一品よ。インベーダーの蜜にブラックスピカの特製スパイス入り。リキニアがいる時しか味わえない飲み物なの。
I mean, she might as well not wear anything.
ええ、トライオンで聞きました。毒入りで飲むものはみんなそっとすることで有名とか。
Like, what does she do when it gets cold?
毒は加減が可能です。私の体内で生成しますので、気品に吟味していただくカクテルにはごく少量の体液のみを添加させていただきます。
At least Lysania has pantyhose on. At least I think those are pantyhose. Whatever Renault imagined just now makes her shoot Lysania a look of contempt. Please understand that our refusal isn't because we suspect foul play. It is simply that things are urgent for us right now. Could they sell skins that cover up more? Why? Is the question. Like, why? Arabella shits her cross legs in a slow and smooth manner. She tilts her head to the opposite side and leans forward, her hand naturally coming to rest over her chest.
アネスは一刻も早く追跡すべきファースト連続殺人事件の犯人です。挨拶は後で結構ですので、今は犯罪者の逮捕にご協力をお願いしたいのです。逮捕、協力、感謝。気に入らないわ。はい？お堅い言葉を使ったところで本音は隠せないのよ。 最初に会った時みたいに率直に喋ったらどう？無駄に回りくどい言い方好きじゃないのよね。
Arabella shits her cross legs in his. Okay. My bad, I guess.
そこまで言うならいいわ、望むところよ。私も同じ考えだもの。
Renoa sits in one of the guest chairs, crossing her arms. She crosses her legs too, but unlike Arabella, Renoa bristles like a thorny vine.
単刀直入に言うわ。帝国はファースト連続殺人事件の犯人逮捕に総力を挙げている。アイアンレイン号の援軍には消滅した小型カオス周辺の捜索を要請したわ。合同捜査の公文を送った帝国の監察部や執行部も支援のためにこちらへ向かっている。
I'm waiting for Arabella to say I don't give a fuck and then just look at the captain.
アネス一人の逮捕にこれほどの人間が力を尽くしているの。だから本当に宝石のお礼がしたいならこんなおもてなしよりアネスの情報を提供してもらえるかしら。
レノアさん、すごいカリスマです。
ナイトメア号の副艦長だからね。交渉の腕は確かなものだよ。問題は相手がブラックスピカの団長ってことなんだけど。
そこまで言うなら助けない手はないわね。ビキニア。
Likinia? So it's Licky. Likinia. Okay. Arabella merely calls for her, and Likinia pulls a book off the shelf and hands it to Renoa as if she's been waiting for the cue all along.
これは
アネスがブルーファルコン号に登場するまでのデータベースのアクセス。
Oh right, I forgot they made a blue falcon just to blow it up.
ジェラ帝国とアイアンレインの閲覧資料すべて集めたわ。
なんですって？待って、そんなことできるわけないでしょ。
Hilde suddenly exclaims and snatches the book away. As she turns through it, holographic displays of different information appear from each page.
ブルーファルコン号の使用に部隊ごとのファーストの現状、ファースト関連事故発生時の招集手順。ありえない、本当にアイアンレインで使われてる資料だよ。設立直後の古い文書まである。情報部隊に要請しても特定のファーストが閲覧した資料だけを取り寄せるなんて不可能なのに、一体どうやって。
Renoa uncrosses her arms and looks at Hilde. Her surprise is plain to see while Arabella calmly examines her fingernails.
帝国が取り扱っている資料まで保存されているのなら、両勢力の軍事機密漏洩に当たるわ。こんなことを平気でやってのけるなんて、一体何を考えて。
おもてなしはいいから情報からよこせって話だったでしょ。手順通りにしてほしいなら資料の持ち出し許可から申請するけれど、ユリとマリンにお願いしないと。ここへ来る途中であったわよね。承認が下りるまでおそらく1ヶ月以上。もしかするとブラックスピカだからって却下されるかも。必要なら持って行って、不要なら返してくれたらいい。簡単でしょ。
いらないわ。
ん？
アネスの移動経路は私たちの情報だけでも十分予測できる。最も可能性の高い行き先は惑星パグナのカオス、万華鏡の孵化場ね。当該カオスの分析資料はブルーファルコン号の緊急脱出ポットから確保してるわ。それに惑星パグナで何度も任務をこなしているアイアンレインの要員もいる。これ以上の情報がないなら宝石のお礼を受け取るのはここまでにして失礼するわ。
ガチね。
Arabella leans forward, causing shadows to form along her forehead, the bridge of her nose, and within the contours beneath her collarbone.
アネスの本当の目的は知らなくていいのかしら。
本当の目的？
Arabella slides open a side drawer in her desk and pulls out a jewelry box. As she slides the finely decorated box towards us, her smile never wavers. She then opens the box, and a brilliant radiance fills the commander's room. It is a light that no one, save for the Teresian Special Investigation Department and a select handful of others, has seen. At least, that's how it should have been.
これは
A primonium.
期待通りの反応ね。アネスが持っていた宝石の模造品よ。初めて見る類のものだったからすぐに作らせたの。成分の分析もしたかったけれど、私たちの機材では限界があってね。でも物事の本質を見抜くには機材じゃない何かが必要なの。宇宙全体を見渡す視野、人を見抜く洞察力、価値の感情ができる頭脳。これさえあればどんなゲームでも勝利をつかめる。さっきの資料と一緒にアネスの持っている宝石の使い道も教えてあげるわ。ただし条件がある。
A condition?
とても単純で分かりやすい条件よ。あなたと私、二人きりで話をしたいわ。
Alright, sure. The agents know little about Black Speaker. Alright, voice section. Right around the time when the captain and Renault start conversing with Arabella, the rest of the SS Nightmare crew are guided back to their ship by Licania. I think that's actually her name is pronounced. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience caused by preventing some of your agents from boarding the SS Deneb. The conversation with the honored guests should not take long, so we ask that you remain here. Are you kidding me with this? Let us on too! Unfortunately, our protocols restrict that. I can assure you that the captain and the vice captain safety will be guaranteed. Also, Licania lifts up a large basket and holds it to them. It is filled with chips, cookies, drinks, and other snacks. This is a small token of our hospitality that we've prepared for our honored guests. Please do not hesitate to accept it. Licania gives a polite bow and takes her leave. We got the boot from them. Why are you all just standing there? What if those guys do something to the captain? They're definitely up to something. There definitely are plenty of questionable things when it comes to the Black Speaker, but they don't go around harming people for no reason. Let's just wait and see how things unfold. Everyone turns to look at the large basket Licania has left behind. Should we just snack on these and take a break? Careful, they could have poisoned it with something strange. They look perfectly fine to me. Store-bought snacks. Oh, I've tried this one before. It's pretty popular these days. A perfect mix of sweet and salty. There are even some cocoa coffees. Cocoa? I'm not falling for a cheap trick like that. I'll give it a try then. Let's try them together. Owen, Mika, and Tressa open the snacks and try a few. They seem perfectly fine. There are no signs of the packaging being tampered with, and there doesn't seem to be any poison. I'm sure they're all fine. It's not like I've gotten any lucky and only picked the ones with no poison. If that's the case, I'll just try the tiniest of tastes. And it's absolutely not because I want this limited cocoa-shaped cookie. So don't get the wrong idea. The agents remove the snacks and juice from the basket, and then take a brief snack break. I hope the captain's alright. Renoa's there too, so I'm sure they'll be fine. She yells like gamer words. Yeah, she just drops a hard R at pirates. No, at the black speaker, just drops a hard R. These guys may be the black speaker, but I doubt even they could hurt the captain easily with the vice captain around. Thinking about it, like that does put my mind at ease a bit. It's too early to relax though. The black speaker is notorious for doing just about anything to get what it wants. Did you see the person they call their commander? She totally reeked of a villain who constantly goes around plotting nefarious traps. You shouldn't judge someone by the way they look. She did have an intimidating vibe, but it didn't seem like she would harm us for no reason. Come to think of it, isn't this the first time any of you have seen the SS Deneb in person? It is for me. Me too. Me too. But I can say that now. I confirmed the rumors for myself. The Black Speaker is truly the greatest villains in the galaxy. Rumors? Apparently there are a lot of rumors about the Black Speaker, and their reputation isn't exactly great either. I heard they have an entire shadow unit specialized in assassinations. I believe I heard about that. That was the Black Speaker, huh? Rumors also say they'll do just about anything as long as the price is right. In other words, they're blinded by money. Do you see that commander when we were in the chaos? The way she would look at those jewels? The look in her face was proudly shouting, "Mine! All mine!" The amount of jewels piled up there was astronomical for sure. How do you think they accumulated all that wealth? What's there to think about? Illegally, of course! Doesn't it strike you as odd, though? They seem far more courteous than the rumors paint them out to be. That's exactly what they mean by a wolf in sheep's clothing. Oh boy, this just makes me even more certain. It's not good to jump to conclusions, Ray. They definitely give off a different vibe from the White Altair. Well, those guys operate with a complete transparency after all. It's hard to believe the two of them are both branches of the same Stella Familia. Even the two commanders are polar opposites when it comes to reputations, aren't they? The commander of the Altair is renowned for her great sense of chivalry. Right, I heard she had an immense sense of responsibility too. Meanwhile, the Black Speaker's commander is completely shrouded in mystery. We can't learn much from a brief glance. It's certainly strange how little is known about her given the scale and fame of their ship, too. Since the captain is likely talking to their commander by now, I'm sure they'll fill us in when they return. I wonder when the captain will return. I hope nothing happens to him. Nom nom. It's hard to take you seriously when you're stuffing your face with those cocoa cookies, Ray. The nightmare's ongoing.
他の皆様は図書館へご案内いたします。こちらへどうぞ。
Hey, Warlock. How's it going? Likinia gives a slight yet courteous bow before leading the way. Following behind, Renoa makes no effort to hide her unease.
本当に大丈夫？艦長。艦長を信じてないわけじゃないけれど、相手はブラックスピカの団長よ。私たちに必要なものを全て握らせておきながら、艦長と二人きりになりたいだなんて、必ず何か目論みがあるはず。
でも逆に言うと、あのアラベラが相手にするのはナイトメア号の艦長じゃん。私だったらおいそれと無茶苦茶な要求はできないと思うけどな。
それはそうだけど。
Don't worry, nothing will happen.
艦長。
話し合いが終わったらすぐ解放してくれるって言ってたし、まずはもらった資料を分析しよう。デネブ号の図書館にどんな資料があるか知りたくない？アイアンレインにはない重機の正式やステラファミリアの内戦の歴史資料とかもあるかもしれないよ。
私欲を満たす気満々ね。
艦長を心配する気持ちは私だって同じだよ。でも信じるしかないでしょ。
Hilde walks over and grabs my shoulder. She gives it an enthusiastic, slightly awkward series of pats while laughing.
心配しないで。きっと大丈夫だよ。じゃあ、私たちは先に行ってるね。頑張れ、艦長。
Did she put a tracker on him?
艦長、何かあったら呼んで。すぐ駆けつけるから。
Don't let her tits scare you, Captain.
私も図書館で待機させていただきます。それでは。
Silence fills the hallway that had been bustling with agents. It's never easy to get used to being left alone in the heart of enemy territory. It's hard to shake the nerves. Better still myself. Arabella leans comfortably against her desk as she greets me. I settle into one of the guest chairs, its plush cushion wrapping around my lower back.
あなたの部下たちは何を心配してるのかしら。あなたの命？作戦の成否？それとも彼女たちも予想できない脅威？
Are you trying to clear the air here?
いいえ、どうでもいいわ。嘘も誠も扱い方次第だもの。私はただあなたに興味があるだけよ。過剰な護衛は不要だと思って席を外してもらったの。
Arabella perches on the edge of the desk and crosses her legs. Since my chair is slightly lower than her... I thought that said vagina for some reason. Lower than her vantage point, she ends up looking down at me. Might as well should be vagina. Okay. So you're interested in me?
ええ、興味。あなたからは果てしなく力道する生命力を感じるわ。まっすぐで、頑丈で、誇り高く。同時に、最も低く汚い場所でも花を咲かせる力。どうすれば他人のせいにまでそれほど強い執念を燃やせるのかしら。どうして自分を燃やしてまで他人をかばうのかしら。
I'm not sure what you're trying to say.
あなたの近くにいてその行動を一つ一つ観察したい。それだけよ。
Arabella stretches out, one of her legs and wiggles at the tip of her foot. We haven't moved from our respective places, yet somehow it feels as though she's steadily drawing closer. Therefore, I find myself studying her every movement. That's all?
私には重要な問題なの。
Arabella's foot comes to rest against the edge of her desk. She slowly traces a fingernail from her toes up to her knee, then brushes it past the corner of her lips. Helplessly, my eyes follow her movements upward and upward further.
生命を生かす最も純粋な原動力は欲望。そして私はあまりにも多くを失ったまま生きてきたわ。
Arabella folds her arms and draws in a deep breath. Her chest rises high and higher still, as if it floats.
知識は増えたけれど、見える世界が広がるほど逆に理解できない空白が生まれた。私に欠けてる生への欲望。
Arabella gently bites her nails before rising from her desk and approaching me. She sits on top of me in the guest chair, and the fluffy cushions wrap around me even more. And then Renoa opens the door and shoots her. I think you're a little too close.
もっと近づくこともできるわ。合一なんて幻想に過ぎないけれど、それゆえにロマンチックなの。
Get to the point.
せっかちな人ね。言ったでしょ。あなたという存在を介して欲望に身を委ねてみたいって。
So remember when I said that I think she just wants to fuck the last time we streamed this? I think she just wants to fuck, guys. Arabella reaches out and wraps an arm around the back of my neck. Her long, slender fingers comes to rest on my shoulders. She places her index finger on my shoulder where Hilda had patted me earlier and presses. She did put a tracker on him. That's what I thought. It was way too fucking obvious. I hear the sound of a small device breaking.
びっくりした。ん？どうしたの？なんでもないよ。まさか盗聴器に気づかれた？でも、レノアにすら言ってないのにどうやって？
The girl indeed has needs.
まさか、本当に館長に何かあったんじゃ。なんだかさっきよりずっと不安そうね。休むなら今のうちよ。資料の分析は私が引き継ぐわ。大丈夫。自分でやるよ。まあ、あのナイトメア号の艦長だし、大丈夫でしょ。艦長が解決できるレベルならそれでよし。そうじゃないなら、私が盗み聞きしてもしょうがないし。今は、私にできることをやらなきゃ。アネスの追跡に集中しよう。
Muffled clapping sounds funny.
アイアンレインでは未だに古い盗聴器を使うのね。苦し紛れで仕込んだものでしょう。それほどあなたが心配だったのかも。
Arabella rises from her seat and walks around to the other side of her desk. The Black Speaker insignia tattooed on her back peeks through the strands of her hair.
邪魔者はいなくなったし、望み通り本題に入りましょう。今からは 私があなたに首輪をつけるわ。私の手のひらの上で生き残るために存分にあがいてみせて。生への欲望は弱肉強食の世界でこそ最も鮮烈に現れるのだから。
Arabella slides open a drawer, pulls out a photo, and flicks it at me. The photo flies across the desk, fluttering through the air like a butterfly with a broken wing before falling to the floor. My eyes naturally follow it downward, pulling my head down to stare at it. A photograph? What?
ナイトメア号から派遣された要員を遠目から撮ったものだけれど、興味深い顔ぶれがいたのよね。行方不明となっている帝国所属の執行官と行政交渉官の姉妹、ティペラとティアナ。どうしてナイトメア号は彼女たちをかくまっているのかしら。
So they know about the two little outlaws that the Empire really wants fucking dead. Suddenly flashback. Dark crimson blood pours from Arabella's mouth as she lies collapsed on the floor. The room is thick with the metallic scent of blood and the nauseating stench of poison.
おかげで助かったな。苦しいかい？
死ぬほどではありません。何があっても団長をお守りします。
ステラファミリアは天性の通りに動く。弱肉強食の世界で強者は生き残り、弱者は食われる。それさえ覚えていれば最後まで生き残れるんだ。お前は最後まで生かしてやろう。
ありがとうございます、コルゴフォネ団長。
ゴルゴフォネ、その次がアラベラ。ここまでが歴代ブラックスピカの団長ってことだね。
ええ、特にゴルゴフォネは前の団長よりもずっとひどくて卑劣な悪事を働いたことで有名だわ。
Well, with a name like Gorgophone, I would not be surprised.
ところでアネスの調査中にどうしてブラックスピカの系譜を探すのかしら。
だって多分さ、アネスとブラック、聞かれてるかな。
ユリさん、マリンさん、団長の命令があるまではデネブ号で待機してください。ベロニカさんはペレグリンさんからの頼りをご確認ください。特記事項がなければ私にご報告いただくだけで構いません。はい？依頼人がお越しになったのですか？お待ちください。受付に連絡を。
Her name really is pronounced Likinia.
あっちも忙しそうだね。よかったと言うべきか。アネスとブラックスピカは何らかの形で関わってるはずだよ。レノアも怪しいと思わない？どうしてカオスが消滅してすぐアラベラが現れたのか。どうしてアネスの情報を知ってるのか。
そうね、黒字に白文字、特徴のある筆記体。アネスが緊急脱出ポットに残したメモとブラックスピカの宝石についていた品質保証書は見た目が完全に一致していた。関わっていたどころの話じゃないわ。アラベラが直接介入していると考えてもおかしくない。
She won't be because she's a playable character.
中で一体何が起きているの？艦長の端末にこっそり通信を試みるべきかしら。
She must be a nice person, that way you can bang her.
いや、そんなことしたら端末も壊されるよ。盗聴器みたいにね。
盗聴器みたいに。
いやいや、なんでもないよ。なんでもいいからアネスの情報が欲しいな。どこにあるのかな。
Hilda opens a book, and the saved data pops up in holographic form. She opens several more books, deftly reaching out, tapping, and dragging through all the data. Figures and diagrams shift at her fingertips, while Renoa rolls the Primonium replica through her hand, lost in thoughts.
連続殺人事件の被害者であるファーストたちはカオス任務に向かった後に殺され、そしてその前後にカオスのコアが消滅している。アネスがプリモニウムを持っている理由は簡単に説明がつくわ。アネスはファーストとカオスのコアを反応させて意図的にプリモニウムを作ったはずよ。
And taking their powers.
ならあとはどうしてこんなことをするのかだけれど、
To take their powers.
誰よりも帝国をよく知るファーストが帝国全体を敵に回す理由とは一体。
Because fuck them.
帝国全体を敵に回した理由が知りたいわ。ちっぽけな正義感、それとも帝国への怒り。
I can't look away from the photo of Tifera and Tiana on the floor. I always knew this moment would come, but seeing the cliff ahead doesn't mean you'll sprout wings the moment you're pushed. In times like these, one must press forward with resolve. I haven't fallen yet, so I must dig my claws in and hold on. How'd you find out?
これからはあなたにアルキアノンのデータを要求すればいくらでも手に入る。あなたのところの双子が見聞きした情報を要求すれば帝国の裏工作がうちの図書館の本棚に所蔵されるでしょう。これでもまだどうして分かったかが気になるのかしら。
What if I refuse to play along?
ん？
If I refuse your demands, you gain nothing.
下手なハったりはやめて。私が直接取引をするのは気に入った相手だけよ。そして彼らのほとんどは計算というものができるわ。黒のクイーンが通る道に白のキングを置くことはない。
The sound of her heels draw near as Arabella's voice creeps closer.
もしくは他の手もあるわね。盤上をひっくり返すのよ。
The tip of Arabella's shoe steps over the photograph, obscuring it. She gently forces my chin up with her hand and slides her fingers inside my coat. She then pulls out my pistol, presses it into my hand, and aims the barrel straight at her own chest.
ここで引き金を引けばキングでもクイーンを殺せる。あなたには守りたいものがあるでしょ。今しかないチャンスよ。どうかしら。
Arabella pulls the pistol closer to herself, and the barrel digs deeper into her chest. This isn't a move anyone who understands the board would make.
ん？
Because taking the queen with the king requires too great a sacrifice.
わかってるじゃない。そうよ。最も近い駒を犠牲にしなければならない。でも生きるためならためらう理由はないわ。崖っぷちに立たされても意地汚く生き残りたいと思わない。
Arabella's hand wraps around the fingers poised over the trigger. If she squeezes now, the bullet will fly straight through her heart. But the king I intend to bring down isn't you. Yes, killing Arabella would solve the immediate threat. However, it would also ignite an all-out battle between the SS Nightmare and the SS Deneb agents. Even worse, it could spark conflict between the Empire and the Stella Familia. If Arabella is working with Anis, or with some other outside faction, the leverage she's holding, the whereabouts of Tifra and Tiana, could pass directly into their hands. If we lose everything in a war of attrition, while handing the initiative to our enemies, then pulling the trigger now would be a self-defeating move. There are many things I need to learn about the Empire. If that's the case, I'd rather take this head on, just as I always have. Advance without retreating, while holding on to the justice I strive for.
有能なリーダーとは狐のように狡猾で獅子のように勇猛でなければね。ますます気に入ったわ、あなた。
Arabella releases her grip and goes back to examining her own nails. I didn't fall off this cliff, but I've got a precarious walk along a tightrope going forward.
改めて私はあなたを観察したいわ。最も近いところであなたの決断一つ一つを見守り味わう。私の条件を一つだけ飲んでくれるのなら、あなたの感染が帝国の人間を隠してるってこと秘密にしておる。
Let's hear it.
とっても簡単なことよ。それにどうせあなたが飲まざるを得ない条件でもあるしね。
She's whipping out his cock.
Arabella は前の団長が急逝したことで今の地位についた。まだ10年も経ってない話だね。歴代団長の中にもこういうケースは結構多いみたいだよ。内輪もめで引きずり下ろされたり、恨みを買った敵に暗殺されたり。
どうしてまたブラックスピカの年表を見ているの？
私の勘がピンときたんだ。今回の事件を追うには結局のところアラベラがどんな人間なのか知らなきゃいけない。戦場での戦術はある程度決まってるけど、相手の指揮官によっては対応を変える必要があるからね。頭を使うからには糖分が欲しいな。ねえ副団長、なんか甘いの持ってない？
ああ、甘いものでしたら団長はよく飴を持ち歩いております。図書館での飲食は基本 NG なので食べ物は備えておりませんが、ハニーカクテルでもお飲みになりますか？
毒入りっていうあれ？
それは決して皆様を殺したりはしません。大丈夫です。気品を害することはありません。殺しませんよ。本当に大丈夫ですから。
そんなに慌ててどうしたの？どうやって作るのか気になってきたな。ねえ、飲むのはなしでカクテル作るとこだけ見せてくれない？
ダメです。危険ですから。貴賓の皆様を傷つけるわけにはいきません。それでは団長に合わせる顔が。
飲まなきゃ大丈夫っしょ。毒はどこで作るの？ここ？それともここ？
そこを勝手に触ったら。
また変なところに脱線してるわね。リキニア副団長、担当直入に聞くわ。 あなたが前の団長を殺したの？
違います私はやってない殺してないです
ブラックスピカの前団長が毒で亡くなったことは知っているわ。銀河では毒に関係する団員が次の団長になるという予想が有力だった。でも結局今の団長の座についたのはアラベラだった。帝国の情報網は長い間ブラックスピカを注視してきたし、大抵のことは知っているの。だからアラベラがどういう人か教えてくれないかしら。
はいそれは
教えてくれないならハニーカクテルを飲むわ。体液の添加量をおもてなし用の10倍にして。
そんなの死んじゃいます教えますどうか死なないで皆様に死なれたら私は。
I would say Renault is more likely to pass out than to drink 10 honey cocktails.
今の脅しだったの？
こういう交渉が有効な時もあるのよね。
私から申し上げられることはそれほど多くはありません。前団長の件をご存知でしたらほとんど基地の話になるでしょう。近くで見ていたか遠くで見ていたかその程度の違いしかありません。私はあの瞬間アラベラの最も近くにいました。敵の手口がどんどん巧みになってきているな。そろそろ身代わりがもう一人必要か。
Does Gorgophone turn people into stone?
アラベラ、お前にチャンスをやろう。
ありがとうございます団長。
ステラファミリアは星の祝福を受け継いだ種族。お前にはその祝福がある。普段から食事の毒味をし、御餐や茶会、晩餐といった食事の席では私の代わりを務めるんだ。ブラックスピカに恨みを持つ人間は多い。食べ物に毒が盛られていてもおかしくはない。美食は誰もが欲するものだ。悪くないだろう。
私は上から逃れるために入団したわけではありません。ホワイトアルタイル、アズールショーダ、どちらも私の居場所ではありませんでした。
天性だと言いたいのか。良い返事だ。
鳥が巣を作り、ウサギが穴を掘るように、私の居場所は自然とブラックスピカに決まったわ。
I lost interest when I found out she dyed her hair.
あなたにもわかるかしら。
What? Arabella turns the brilliant gemstone fragment over in her hand, scattering light across the room. Wherever the light falls, it reflects the desires buried deep within the heart like a kaleidoscope.
万華鏡の孵化場で採取した原石のサンプルよ。見るものによってそれぞれ違う何かを映し出す。私はこれが人間の本性。その中でも欲望を映し出すものと見ているわ。だって私が覗き込むたびに最も鮮烈だった過去の本能がまるで今この瞬間のもののように映るんだもの。
As Arabella turns the gemstone, the image of Gorgophone, the former commander of the Black Spica, manifests once
ブ
again.
ラックスピカとホワイトアルタイルは相入れない。チェスで白の駒と黒の駒が定められているのと同じように。
これが 私の生涯で最も鮮烈だった欲望であり、あなたへの要求でもあるわ。生きる目的とはかくも得難く、たやすく消えてしまうもの。
She turns the gemstone slightly, and a different perspective of that desire is reflected. Arabella gives the soup a taste before Gorgophone starts eating.
問題ありません、団長。どうぞお召し上がりください。
ありがとうアラベラ。お前のおかげでいつも安心できる。先日の晩餐は楽しかったかい？
はい。ブラックスピカが銀河系でどのような立ち位置かはっきり知ることができました。
どのような者たちに会ったんだ？
毒入りのものを食べて倒れた際、近づいてきた刺客たちに団長の居場所を聞かれました。私がブラックスピカの団長だと名乗り、要件を述べるよう促したところ、すぐさま刃を向けてきました。
いつものことだな。
ほとんどの資格は片付けましたが、一人逃がしたせいで晩餐会がめちゃくちゃになりました。いつか報復に来るかもしれません。完璧に対応できず申し。
Just then, Gorgophone reaches out towards Arabella's face. Her hand all but brushes past Arabella's cheek before resting on the crown of her head, stroking her hair so gently it makes only the faintest rustling sound.
十分だ。その程度の半端者どもならおじけづいて遠くへ逃げるだろう。
ゴルゴフォネ様。
ブラックスピカは目的を達成するためなら手段を選ばない。そのため信念や意志を見失う団員も多い。一団員であれば間違いではないが、それでは弱肉強食の世界で階段を上ることはできない。最上位の捕食者は他よりも高い位置で全ての獲物を見渡さなければならないんだ。お前の目には何が見える？アラベラ。
Arabella closes her eyes. She furrows her brow, searching beyond what lies before her, while looking at what already exists deep within herself at the same time. The gemstone's light scatters over Arabella's head. The light reflected from the present settles over her like a crown.
交渉で弱点を晒し身を伏せる動物たち。その動物たちに食われる惑星の虫たちが見えます。
私たちはその上に立ち獲物を選ぶ捕食者だ。そうだな。
はい。しかし虫たちが軍団をなしたらどうしましょう。勝てるのでしょうか。
故に私たちはブラックスピカという名のもとに集い、ジェラは帝国を成したんだ。帝国がどうやって権力を維持しているか知っているかい？欺瞞、偽善、計略。平和の殻をかぶった権力者の我欲で獲物の目を隠す。
Hey guys, the Empire's evil. Did you know that?
私たちはただ嘘を少しそぎ落とし、本能によって群れをなすのみ。君主を羨望せよ、アラベラ。お前はそれに足る資質を持っているのだから。
ありがとうございます、ゴルゴフォネ様。ゴルゴフォネは君主とは何かを教えてくれた人だった。
Arabella turns the gemstone a little further. The reflected light filling the commander's room turns crimson, much like the final rays of a setting sun, or the blood pouring from prey in its final moments.
そしてその教えは簒奪によって完成したわ。私が唯一欲望のままに望んだ死だった。
You guys mind if I take a moment to get some coffee? I'll be right back. I just want to make some coffee. Yeah, this coffee is awful, but it'll do. I gotta start using my new coffee machine. Stop being lazy and actually turn it up and swap it out. As a cart laden with food makes its way towards the banquet hall, a deep, dark silence settles over the lobby. A faint clatter of a single set of utensils is all that can be heard. The banquet hall is packed with crew members, holding their breath, their eyes locked onto Arabella. Arabella cuts a generous bite-sized piece from the edge of her nearly raw steak and places it in her mouth. She cuts the vegetables accompanying the meat into pieces of similar size and eats them as well. Her small lips part frighteningly as she swallows her prey. She then drizzles some red wine sauce from a long, slender, flask-like container over her meal before placing more of the meat and vegetables into her mouth. The distinct aroma of the sauce drifts through the banquet hall.
問題ありません、団長。どうぞお召し上がりください。
いつもありがとう、アラベラ。では皆でいただこう。料理を堪能する間は自分が捕食者という自覚を持ち、食事以外では牙を向かないように。
At this, the crew members raise their utensils in unison. Only the clatter of knives scraping against the plates break through the silence. Not a single soul engages in cheerful banter, or eats with greedy gusto.
ゴルゴフォネは衣食住すべてを厳しく管理したわ。食事の場では会話禁止。生まれつき荒っぽいものが多くてすぐ喧嘩になったから。誰と誰が寝床を一緒に使うかもゴルゴフォネが自ら決めた。でも夜に起きた出来事にはいかなる場合でも介入せず不問にしたわ。
That has some deep undertones to that.
これもまたゴルゴフォネの悪趣味の一つだった。私が誰と同じ部屋を使ってたか知りたい。
Will you actually tell me if I ask?
隠す理由はないもの。リキニア、今の副団長よ。あの頃は案内人の役割を担ってた。私が毒味で何かあったら自分が全部責任を取るって大口を叩いてたわね。
Ripples form in the banquet hall, reflected in the gemstone like liquid. The image blurs as though the kaleidoscope itself were shedding tears, then displays the present-day Likinia. Or Likinia. Forgot, it's Likinia.
でも私には何の力もありませんでした。皆等しくゴルゴフォネ様のおもちゃでした。それぞれの立場で生き残るためにあがく姿をゴルゴフォネ様は楽しんでいたのです。私はただゴルゴフォネ様の命令通り私の体液を差し上げただけです。団長であれば護身用の武器は種類が多いほど良いとのことでしたが。
ブラックスピカの最も強い武器は闇のもとにある。この言葉の意味、 わかる。
闇の中で正体を隠し、全てを見渡せ。自分の行動を他人に感づかせるな、という意味です。
その通り。欺瞞とは君主たるものなら誰しも備えている能力だ。自由は放縦でなく、自由の対価は果てしない警戒心だ。高い闇から見下ろす術を学びたいなら、ここの本を読め。
ありがとうございます、ゴルゴフォネ様。
アラベラ、お前は死が怖くないのかい？
はい。
団長の身代わりとは代わりに死ぬ役割だ。死を恐れない生き物はいない。だがお前はまるで最初から命などないという風に死を怖がらないじゃないか。
私はこの命を賭しても団長のおそばに居続けたいと思います。それが私の天性なのでしょう。
良い返事だ。もうすぐ晩餐の時間だな。今日もお前の天性を試すとしよう。
はい、ゴルゴフォネ様。
As a cart laden with food makes its way toward the banquet hall, a deep, dark silence settles over the lobby. The faint clatter of a single set of utensils is all that can be heard. The banquet hall is packed with crew members, holding their breath, their eyes locked on the Arabella. Arabella cuts a generous bite-sized piece from the edge of her nearly raw steak. Why is it nearly raw? And places it in her mouth. She cuts the vegetables accompanying the meat into pieces a similar size, and eats them as well. Her small lips part frighteningly as she swallows her prey. She then drizzles some red wine sauce from a long, slender, flask-like container over her meal, before placing more of the meat and vegetables into her mouth. The distinct aroma of the sauce drifts through the banquet hall.
問題ありません、団長。どうぞお召し上がりください。
Arabella collapses to the floor, vomiting up all the meat and vegetables she swallowed. Blood and stomach acid splatters across the floor. The crew members watch on as if they had seen it all before. Gorgafone merely rests her chin against her hand, observing without moving a muscle.
毒が入っています。この料理を食べては。
今日は普段よりも症状がひどいな。死にはしないだろうが。料理は全て捨てて作り直せ。今日厨房で働いた者たちは3日間独房に入れろ。
As Gorgafone command, the crew springs into action in perfect unison. Some shout out proclaiming their innocence, while others knock them over the head before dragging them away. The rest rise from their seats and return to their respective duties. The kitchen hands who had no part in preparing that day's meal head back to the kitchen. Only Arabella remains upon the cold floor, lying in a pool of warm blood as she calls out for Gorgafone. As her consciousness fades, a slender ray of light appears before her eyes. The light reflects a vision of another Arabella. At a luncheon several days later, she is once again on the floor from being poisoned. Arabella collapses from poison time and time again. At a banquet on another day, at a tea party aboard some distant ark, even during clandestine military negotiations. The blood she vomits spreads across the ground in distorted patterns, like some incomplete kaleidoscope.
あの頃の私は死ぬことを誰よりも切に望んでいたわ。それが私の天性で最も適切な使い道だと思ったから。ゴルゴフォネの信頼に応えたかったのかもね。ええ、それが一番大きかったわ。すべての教えを自分のものにしたかった。誰よりも優れたブラックスピカになりたかった。ゴルゴフォネの教えで最も役に立ったのは、高い闇の中から見下ろす方法だったわ。おかげでゴルゴフォネの真実が分かった。
ゴルゴフォネ様は定期的に毒を要求しました。そして毒を渡した後は必ずアラベラが倒れました。もしやと思って瓶の中にレモンシロップを入れた時は、アラベラがステーキのソースからレモンの味がすると言いました。あの時のことを思うと罪悪感で涙が止まりません。あんなこと想像すらできませんでした。私がゴルゴフォネ様のために用意していた毒がアラベラを苦しめていたなんて。
ビキニアは私にしがみついて泣きじゃくったわ。
How nice that they're saying the same story at different places at the same time.
ごめんなさい。自分のせいだとは知らなかった。誰かを守りたかっただけなのに、自分自身が恨めしい。そして私はビキニアの顔に手を伸ばした。あのかわいそうな頭を撫でてこう言ったわ。一番強力な毒を用意してちょうだい。今夜ブラックスピカの主が変わるわってね。
That's what I said, Zeriskin.
私は怖くて仕方ありませんでした。私のせいで何もかもが間違った方向へ転んでいる気がしました。それなのに抗うこともできずにアラベラの言う通りにしました。普段の数十倍も強力な毒を瓶に入れゴルゴフォネ様に渡した時、一言だけでも何か言おうとしましたが、ゴルゴフォネ様は私の手から毒瓶をもぎ取っていくだけで一瞬たりとも振り向きませんでした。私の役割はそこで終わったのです。
私は心から彼女を信じたというのに、彼女にとって私はおもちゃに過ぎなかった。あらゆる欲望よりも復讐したいという欲がこみ上げたわ。私が何をしたと思う？
アラベラはあの日の晩餐で毒入りのソースを皿にかけませんでした。代わりに手に持った食事用のナイフにつけてゴルゴフォネ様に襲いかかったのです。
ナイフは小さかったけれど問題なかったわ。一寸の狂いもなく正確に刺したの。
ゴルゴフォネ様は悲鳴すら上げられず、胸を掴んで痙攣しながら倒れました。
一面に広がる赤ワインソースの上に完璧な晩餐が用意された。
アラベラはナイフを持ってゴルゴフォネ様に近づきました。
一口サイズにステーキを切っていったわ。そしたら長くて硬い ムカデのような何かがナイフの先に引っかかった。
旗を掲げるようにナイフを高く引き上げたあの時、それはまるで今の蛇腹剣を振るう姿そのものでした。
最高の晩餐だったわ。しばしの沈黙の末にやがて皆が杯を掲げた。
あの夜は何も喉を通りませんでした。多くの者はナイフとフォークを下ろしました。ある者は歓声を上げ、ある者は悲鳴を上げて逃げましたが、アラベラだけは平然としていました。まるで私たちとは違う現実を見ているように。
一階のコマは最も高い座に上り詰め、ブラックスピカの新たな団長として生まれ変わった。対局を制し復讐はなった。もはや恐れるものなどない。血に染まりし宴会場にて最後の晩餐を堪能しよう。でも歓喜と熱望を極めた後にあるのは空虚のみ。ゴルゴフォネは死ぬ前にこんな言葉を残したわ。
愚かなやつめ、お前は自ら生きる目的をなくしたのだ。
That sounds dumb.
私は自分の使い道がブラックスピカにあると思ってた。私の命と等しい価値のある何かのため、ここで力を尽くすと心に決めた。でもゴルゴフォネへの復讐心で生きる目的を投げ捨て、ブラックスピカの団長になってからは全てを見渡せる代わりに何も感じなくなったわ。しがらみから抜け出すため髪の毛を赤く染めてもまだ縛られたままよ。
Random, but that confirms that her hair is dyed red. She's naturally a black-haired chick.
ただ意味もなく駒を動かし目的のないゲームを続けるだけ。そんな時あなたに会ったの。今まで観察してきた帝国のファーストで最も興味深いコマ。
Yeah, I get that a lot.
あなたなら私のように盤上を抜け出して新たな視野を手に入れることができるわ。でもそこにたどり着く方法や理念は全く違うでしょう。まるで相入れない黒と白のコマのようにね。
Arbella sets the gemstone down on her desk. Its radiance steadily dims until the light converges into a single point.
あなたと共に万華鏡の深城に行かせて。生への欲望が幻のように波打つ場所。アネスという化け物が口を開いて待つ盤上。そこであなたを観察するわ。
Arbella moves in and tilts my chin up with the tip of her index finger. As she leans down, the lips that once swallowed poisoned meat draws nearer and nearer.
誰にも邪魔されずあなたを存分に味わいたい。
She runs her tongue along her small lips, a thin smile pulling at the corners of her mouth. Her deep crimson eyes gleam sharply.
艦長。
Just as Arabella cups my face in both hands and leans in, the door to the commander's room suddenly flies open.
団長、ペレグリーさんからのお便りです。
And then Veronica dies.
ちゃんと悪党らしく誰にもバレずに持ってきましたよ。あれれ、私何か悪いことでもしたのでしょうか。
Yeah, she was ready to go in. Right. Another unvoiced scene. Arabella, the commander wants to see you. Go see her, quickly. Around 7 years after Arabella arrives on the SS Deneb, Commander Gorgofone calls for her on a personal matter. Arabella has only just managed to recover from her poisoning, and her body is still frail. However, her weakened body does nothing to dull her mind. The nightmare of no sex continues. Poor Arabella. She can't go in. She got cucked by a little girl. It is obvious that an important conversation is to take place. Arabella silently trails after the guide. Gorgofone is dining alone. There is a small bowl containing some stew and a tray holding some thinly sliced pieces of liver. Ah, you're here. You called for me? You there. Get some food for Arabella here. Yes, Commander. From the other side of the door, a crew member who had been standing by disappears, their voice fading along with their footsteps as they move away. The commander slices off a piece of the liver and places it into her mouth. Commander, you should check it for poison before. That's enough. There is no poison. But you never know. Sit down. This'll take a while. Arabella pulls out the lone chair opposite the commander and sits down. How do you feel? Thanks to your overly generous care, I feel better. Good. One must not yield to something as insignificant as pain. Gorgofone spoons more stew into her mouth and works her knife in a near total silence. Arabella. Yes, Commander? How long have you been here now? A little over 7 years. I see. It has been that long already, hasn't it? Tell me, what have you come to experience during your time here? During my time here? I have experienced your boundless kindness after taking me in, Commander. I have also learned that the Black Speaker Commander will never abandon any of her crew, no matter what. Yes. And I have seen that there are two kinds of humans in this world. Oh? And what kinds would those be? Those who pursue something new as they discard what they have, and those who seek to protect what they have completely and eternally. What made you come to think of that? I will describe exactly what I've witnessed. Do you remember a client named Medacia, Commander? Yes, she's one of the Black Speaker's best customers. At first, she asked us to obtain a jewel called the Lion's Eye. That's right, and we procured it for her. Shortly after, she commissioned us to acquire another jewel called the Blue Lotus. We got that for her too. But then she brought us payment for the Blue Lotus. She included the Lion's Eye with it. She didn't have enough to pay in full, so she had to make up for it in kind. In a short period of time, she traded away something she had desired so desperately without second thoughts. Someday, she'll use the Blue Lotus to pay for something else she wants. And then it'll be something else. To me, it seems like that thirst would never diminish. Most of our VIPs are like this. They are the ones who discard what they have in order to attain something new. And what were your thoughts regarding those type of people? A messy existence filled with lies. They deceive themselves endlessly and waste their lives on frivolous things. Then have you also seen someone who wholly protects what they have? Yes, just one. Can you tell me who that is? You, Commander. That is very perceptive of you, Arabella. Remarkable. A fledgling of only 7 years with sharper eyes than a noble daughter of the Empire who has experienced all of life's hardships. Just then, the door opens, and food is served. A square lid covers the tray, its edges completely sealed with a thick layer of wax. Eat. I made that myself. You have earned the right to have this meal. Thank you. Gurgafone personally breaks the wax seal and lifts the lid. Warm steam comes wafting out. Gurgafone returns to her seat, and the two eat in silence. Are you curious why people are so foolish? Gurgafone cuts through the silence with a question. Yes, I can't understand why they dive headfirst into fires that will clearly lead them to their own destruction. It is because they don't understand the essence of things. Pardon? Do you know why jewels are so precious? I believe it's because they are rare and highly sought after. That explains why they're expensive, but that doesn't answer my question. Jewels are precious because, second only to starlight, they are the only radiant things that endure without ever changing. The most precious thing in the universe is immortality. Therefore, anything that comes close to it can also be called precious. Fools often chase the shadow and miss the essence. Do not let yourself be deceived by that illusion, Arabella. Yes, Commander. I will keep that in mind. Therefore, anything that holds immortality must be respected. If only that poor Medacia had been aware of this truth, she would not have destroyed herself through vanity. I see a lot of myself in you. Make sure you continue to hold this position in the years to come. Yes, Commander. Gurgafone rises from her seat, walks over to a display cabinet, and takes out a bottle of wine to hold up. A day like this calls for a toast with this. But I suppose you're a little too young for it. Wait, how young is she? What the fuck? Okay. This is a Teresian Tokaji. It was produced around the time the Empire's independence, making it a rare vintage over 800 years old. 800 years? Has it not gone bad? Tokaji is a special wine. All food rots away with time. Even our glorious salt can only delay the inevitable by a few decades at most. But Teresian Tokaji ferments at a pace as slow as the universe itself because of a particular yeast called Terra Noble Rot. It does not rot away, it simply continues to age, extraordinarily slowly. That makes it the most precious of all foods. So, is it a drink that has attained immortality? Exactly, Arabella. Everything immortal possesses a driving force that gives it its eternity. Jewels have their unique crystal structures. Tokaji has noble rot fermentation and residual sugar, allowing it to age forever. The same principle applies to the human heart. There is a noble rot that leads to the human heart to eternity. We call it desire. You were right on the mark, Arabella. Most desires of our VRPs are false. Those things cannot hold up to the weight of time. They will decay and rot away. True desires never change or vanish from the heart. Therefore, remember this. If your desire ever changes or disappears, then what you have possessed was a false desire. Yes, Commander. I see the future of the Black Spica in you, so I will impart one piece of wisdom. Never allow impurities into your desire. Do not turn away from your purest desires or distort them. Hold on to them exactly as they are. If you do that, you will never lose what you have. The Black Spica is proof of that. Gurkafone was a commander of absolute, unwavering conviction, and she held to that conviction without the slightest deviation until the day she died. Arabella still did not know the true nature of the pure desire Gurkafone pursued.
神と運命に関する歌がいつになく自然に奏でられており喜ばしい。ベロニカ、これが本当に急を要する頼りか、じっくり考えてみたのかしら。
それはペレグリーさんってソンって名前の羊と一緒にいるじゃないですか。お二人を見るとなんだか私とコワルスキー卿みたいで、そこまでたくさんあったわけじゃないですけど、なんか親近感が湧くというか、それでペレグリーさんのことになるとちょっと浮かれちゃって。
質問の答えになってないわ。
チュチュ、ごめんなさい、すべて私のせいです。
何が悪いのかも分からずにとりあえず謝るのね。悪党になるにはまだ早いかしら。いい子には飴をあげるわ。出て行きなさい。
わーい、ありがとうございます。これって何味なんですか？
殺素剤味よ。本物の製品とそっくりのね。あなたはネズミじゃないから関係ないでしょ。嫌ならお供のハムスターにあげてもいいわ。
隊長、ハムスターじゃなくてコワルスキー卿です。
Arabella turns away as if completely indifferent to what kind of person Veronica is. You're pretty cold-hearted for Commander.
別に死ぬわけじゃないし、団長の施しを拒む方が薄情じゃなくて。帰る前にあなたのやるべきことを一つ一つ教えてあげるわ。私の面倒見の良さに感謝してちょうだい。
団長が変わった経緯は分かったわ。それでアラベラが団長になってからはブラックスピカをどう運用しているの？
他の団員たちからすればさほど変わってはいないでしょう。団員はいつも危険な仕事をし、団長はいつも勝手に行動しますので。ただ危険な戦闘に直接赴くことはかなり減りました。それぞれが専門分野で情報を集めてアラベラに提供すれば、アラベラはそれをクモの巣のように紡ぎ、獲物の接近を待ちます。獲物が引っかかればそれを味わいつつ、より大きな獲物を待つといった感じです。例えば
Hey everyone.
艦長、大丈夫だったの？交渉の結果は？
We almost fought. I'm fine. Not a scratch on me. But the thing is, Arabella will be accompanying us to the Kaleidoscope Hatchery.
うわ てた結果のうち3番目に嫌な選択肢だね。どうせ私たちは行かなきゃだし問題はないけど、どうして一緒に行きたいのかな。
Arabella approaches with the slow, deliberate click of her heels. Her chilling, hollow gaze seems to draw closer faster than the sound of her heels.
館長の観察には最適の場所だもの。もしかするとそこで退屈な性の理由を見つけることができるかも。
どうも嫌な予感がするな。館長と直接交渉した結果だししょうがないか。
館長、少し耳を貸して。分かってると思うけれど、あいつはアネスと協力関係を結んでいる可能性が高いわ。
Word choice for Noah. Word choice.
本当にいいの？
There's actually one more demand of hers that we'll have to fulfill. I'll explain more about it later. Right now, let's just say we don't have a choice.
館長、一体何を？
Just then, a unigram message arrives from Leth, whom I had contacted on the way back. Message confirmed, Curtis. Are you certain about this? Once the decision is finalized, it'll be difficult to reverse. It's fine. I'll explain everything to the director myself later. Understood. In that case, I will transmit this official notice to cancel the request for cooperation to the Executive Department and the Investigations Bureau. Please let me know if there is anything else you require. After I complete the exchange and tuck the terminal away, Arabella meets me with a satisfied smile.
あとは出立の支度をするだけね。
In exchange for keeping her mouth shut to the Empire regarding Tifra and Tiana, Arabella demanded two conditions. One was to let her tag along with us to the Kaleidoscope Hatchery. The other was that we reject any outside assistance whatsoever, aside from the honored guests currently aboard the SS Deneb.
ビキニア、毒は十二分に用意してちょうだい。ご信用に役立つわ。
かしこまりました、団長。
みんな顔色が良くないわね。私との協力がそんなに嫌なのかしら？
納得できないわ。帝国の協力を拒み、ブラックスピカの団長であるアラベラと同行するだなんて、一般的な交渉結果としてありえない。艦長に何をしたの？
どうしてそこまで警戒するのかしら？交渉には何の問題もなかったわ。私たちはただ互いの秘密を少し覗き込んだだけよ。ねえ、そうでしょ？
I suppose you're not entirely wrong.
アイアンレインでもブラックスピカと協力した部隊の大抵は軍事裁判にかけられた。ブラックスピカは容疑なしって逃れられたのにね。嫌な予感がする。気をつけて、艦長。
そんな風に偏見を振りかざされてはキリがないわ。
Don't worry, she's a good girl because she's playable.
アイアンレインはファースト問題でいつでも帝国に振り回され、今回も結局ファーストのことで帝国に助けを求めている。逆に帝国からすると大切な資産であるファーストをアイアンレインのせいで失ったと見れる状況ね。ところであなたたちって最初からそんなに仲が良かったのかしら？
仲違いを狙っているの？
私はまあ親しかったファーストを亡くしてだいぶ経ってるし。
アイアンレインが帝国に振り回されてるとは思ってない。だからブラックスピカにもフ 振り回されないわ。
頼もしいじゃん、アニカ。
何かあったら私が蜂の巣にしちゃいます。なんですか？じっと見て。
その銃は慎重に撃つべきです。本当に味方なのに蜂の巣にしたら撃たれた方はとても痛いですから。
まさか撃たれるのが怖いんですか？
私は体が丈夫なわけでも逃げ足が速いわけでもないので、どうかできるだけ団長を信じてください。決して団長からはあなた方を害したりはしないはずです。
副団長って人も一癖ありますね。
If you're all ready, let's get moving.
仕方ないわね。アネスは万華鏡の不可情。中でもカオスのコアに向かった可能性が高いわ。そこでファーストとカオスのコアの融合に関して何か企んでるはずよ。私たちは最速でカオスのコアへ向かい、彼女を阻止しなければならない。そういえばアネスの持つ宝石の使い道を教えてくれるって話だったでしょ。それはいつ言うつもり？
おいおい教えるからせかさないで。あなたたちならいずれ知ることになる話だから。やっとナイトメア号の艦長と同行できるんだもの。今はこの胸躍る気持ちに浸らせてちょうだい。
ご迷惑をおかけしないよう最善を尽くします。
さっきからなんか引っかかるな。何かを見逃してる。私が知ってたはずの何かを。
Alright, I'm guessing next part is the gameplay stage? Yep.
私を思うがまま操ってちょうだい。
The entrance to the kaleidoscope hatchery is not much different from the small chaos nearby. What stands out, though, are the giant gemstones scattered throughout the area, the same kind as the one Arbella showed me before. The light reflected from them was far more expansive and beautiful. With every step forward, the gemstones vividly reflect each person's desires and emotions. Their light cascades, reflects, and surges in all directions. You really came to the hatchery. Welcome. The light here makes anyone stop at least once. We don't have time to stop. Let's move forward. Oh, this sucks.
いつでも行ける。消えなさい。長いと見て待機中。やっはっ弓の名手さあ、今がチャンス。
Even her sprite's
前
bouncy.
のカオスでも見た風景のはずだけど、こんなに綺麗だったっけ？
あまりじっくり見ない方がいいわ。見とれてると正気を失うから。
そうだね。しっかりしないと。ただでさえここら辺はインベーダーのせいで虫の巣のように。
ここは虫の巣のように道が複雑で、万華鏡のような幻覚で方向感覚が狂うわ。助けてほしくなったらいつでも言ってちょうだい。
Examine jewel pile. The closer one approaches, the more slowly the gem draws light upon from within. Draws light up from within. The light flickering in time with the expressions and breaths of the one reaching out reflects that person's emotions just for a moment. The light is following me. Arabella approaches and lightly brushes the surface of the crystal with her fingertips. The light gathered clearly into a single line following her hand, then scattered in all directions once more. It reflects emotions. Don't look too closely. Arabella continues gently, as if teaching. Only then does the group finally understand how the orb reacts.
そうそう。弓矢の使用も気をつけた方がいいわ。閃光弾や信号弾のような発光装置がある武器は原石にどんな影響があるかわからないから。少しは勉強になったかしら。
ああ、もうムカつくムカつく。どうしてこんなに腹が立つの？
ヒルデさんをここまで怒らせる人は珍しいですが、いろんな意味ですごいですね。
It's because her tits are massive and hers are not.
そうね。ヒルデを怒らせるのはあんたの役割だと思ってたわ。
Enough, let's move forward.
踊って存分に踊って。
No. Yeah, this one.
悲鳴を上げなさい。
いつでも行ける。消えなさい。待機中。慈悲なんてないわ。行くわ。気をついて。こうやって。
観察の価値ない。さようなら。存分に上がって踊って仲良く始末してあげる。
いつでも行け。消えなさい。手加減はしない。
Her ass is actually pretty amazing, yeah. And she knows it too. That's why she keeps shaking her ass.
さーて。
Like, she knows what the best part of her body is, for sure.
待機中。慈悲なんてないわ。
存分好きだらけで。
いつでも行けるわ。消えなさい。は
踊って
弓のね。今がチャンス。さあ待機中。やっ
踊って悲鳴を上げなさい。仲良く始末してあげる。踊って長いと見せて。
A single invader mushroom stands alone in the middle of the passage. Its surface glows faintly. It seems like the faintest stimulation would make something spray out. Oh my! Do you recognize it? Which color got to you? It's nothing. The group examines the surface of the mushrooms. Blue, red, yellow, green. The spores come in a variety of colors. The colors indicate the types of pheromones. Blue means inquiry, red control, yellow possession, green survival. It's the language invaders use to classify the world. Watch carefully. Control, huh? Who'll they choose over the word control a bit too late? Why does the word control bother you? No, never mind, I get it.
何か引っかかることでもあるのかしら。
あいつら貴賓扱いで言ってたんだろ。なんであんな暗い顔なんだ。
デネブ号で何かあったんでしょうか。
So I thought the people who were only on this mission were the ones who were invited onto the ship. Why are the ones that aren't invited on the ship also here?
今回もきっと冷遇されたんですよ。ナイトメア号を狙う人たちって大抵裏がありますから。お礼がしたいとか言っておいて、私たちの名前がリストからすっぽ抜けてたのもきっとそんな理由です。デネブ号を見物できなかったから拗ねてるみたいですね、レイ。
Provoke the mushroom. The moment the red spores spread, the invaders raised themselves against one another, Hode's feet stopped in place. It feels like they're deciding who rules this area. The group seems to have been forgotten for a moment. They're not interested in us. Watch. The largest drives out the smallest. Once their hierarchy is set, the fighting stops. Renoa and Arabella watch calmly. Only Hilda is still within that color. The color of that day when nothing was controlled. Oh, 2 cards to remove. Yeah, sure. Hilda was struggling to push that memory away. Are you okay? I'm fine, let's go. Damage! Man, Hilda having a stock, her stock deck, it's pretty garbage. Everyone's dead! Arthur taking a nap. A giant extractor emerges from the darkness. The corpses of Iron Rain soldiers are sprawled all around the glowing vein. Is all this ore? This entire area? Everywhere the vein stretches its ore. That's why the kaleidoscope hatchery is so valuable. Though the problem is, when you stand before such light, it makes the ending feel like it doesn't matter. They examine the corpses. Traces of invader attacks are mixed with gunshot wounds. They all fell in the same direction. Their postures point towards the vibration reaction point. All eyes are turned towards the vein. Their expressions are not only fear. They couldn't stop it even after drawing their guns. That's because you're holding... Just because you're holding it doesn't mean it's on your side. Gaze at the vein. An ore vein glows within the darkness. The light pulses in and out like a heartbeat. The group finds their gaze drawn to it without realizing it. Epiphany. Yeah, that'll do. As the group members blink one by one and draw their eyes away, only Arabella takes one more step towards the light. Those enchanted by this light let go of what they held and are shaken by desire before them, all the while unaware that they are being gnawed away by desire in that instant. She stretches her fingertips towards the vein. Her hand is right about to touch the light. Arabella, step back. At Renoa's voice, Arabella slowly withdraws her hand. Her smile remains unchanged. It's fine. I'm only exposing the hidden claws. Everyone focus. We got enemies closing in.
みんな戦闘準備を。
このくらいの規模なら簡単に勝てるかな。
あら、じゃあ私は休んでていいかしら？
はあ？
まだ私のことを完全には信頼できてないようだから、あなたが望むなら後ろに下がってるわ。
何言ってんの？こっちの戦力は最初からあんた込みで計算してるんだよ。
へえ、じゃあ信用してくれてるってことかしら。嬉しいわね。
Man, that's the shittiest coffee I ever drank.
はあ？ヒルデ。ああ、もうムカつく。あんな偉そうにしといて戦闘は抜けるっつうの。信頼もクソも後でいいから今は戦えっての。
悪くない余興ね。
弓の名手の腕ミスさーって
踊って悲鳴を上げなさい。
弓の今がチャンス。
存分長いと見せる。踊って仲良く始末してあげる。じっとしてああ、無価値な命、無意味な殺戮ね。
Arabella swings her snake sword. Is that what we're gonna call it? The snake sword? Okay. Through the air, flinking chunks of flesh from the blade. Blood rains down over the shredded corpses of the invaders.
ナイトメア号の艦長じゃなきゃ手ずからこんな汚い仕事はしないわ。ねえ、力に
団長が直接カオスにいらっしゃることは珍しいですからね。
You're the one who wanted to join.
さあ弓の名手の腕見せてあげる。
Draw one.
一気に仕留めるよ。今がチャンス。
存分に悲鳴を上げなさい。
Ooh, that's interesting.
さあ待機中。いつでも行ける。行くわ。待機中。
Man, my brother in Christ.
漆黒の中に刻まれる罪。
いつでも行けるわ。消えなさい。
仲良く始末してあげる。じっとしてなさい。踊って。
手加減はしない。
Brilliant light seeps through the cracks in the cave wall. There are gems beyond it. However, under the wall, corpses are piled high, all of them fallen, facing the wall. What is all this? Did it stop while being dragged in? It's a beautiful trap. What do you suppose lies beyond? I mean, I would think it'd do like something like Viper Sword or something like that. Snake Sword feels like a bit too on the nose. The corpse's expressions first lit up with greed, then twisted in fear. Greed led them into the death lurking before the wall. Warlock, if you want to know, you should actually watch that stream. Desire has a price, but the bewitched do not know when to stop. The group gathers the items scattered among the corpses. One of the items is still in usable condition. Oh, fuck that. Throw the corpse in and enter. Arbella picks up one of the corpses at her feet and throws it beyond the crack. The group waits for a reaction for a moment. Sounds rise from all directions. As if one piece of bait were not enough to gather their attention, the sound gradually sharpened. What reaction would come next? Not knowing what lies beyond, Hilde pries the crack open with her hands and pushes herself in first. Hilde! Won't know what to go in first. As the inside becomes visible among the things emitting light, there are things moving irregularly. Real and fake things are mixed together, tense and on edge. They are sensitive to stimuli. In the end, these things gnaw away at whoever enters. The greedier they get. Collect the gems. Among the many things on edge, they pick out only the real ones and sweep up as much as they can. They hold their breath. In the meantime, a fragment buried deep within the jewel pile caught their hand. It was different from the others. Something about the way the light refracted was different. It was something never seen before. Yeah, cool. As they slip out of the cave, the inside of the cave falls silent once more.
使う武器も戦術も対応の仕方もアイアンレインとは全く違う。一体一体のモンスターを相手取るんじゃなくてカオス全体をもてあそぶような動き。ブラックスピカ全員があれほどの能力を持ってるわけじゃないとは思うけど、味方になったら戦闘だけじゃなくてカオス侵入作戦自体がずっと楽になる。やっぱりムカつく。ほんと嫌なやつ。
ヒルデさん、弓を振り回さないでください。怪我をしてしまいます。だって。
She's just jealous because her boobs are big. The dark stars twitch every now and then, but they already lie dead and sprawled out. The egg sacs have burrowed into the dark stars' bodies, making their original forms hard to recognize. They are all bodies that became a host for the eggs. Atop them, freshly hatched fluiders cling as if devouring the corpses. Those are dark stars, aren't they? They've all become hosts for the eggs. Invader egg sacs are lodged in every crack of the split bodies. This is a good environment for invaders to breed quickly. Soon those bugs will be crawling all over the cave. So if we don't clear them out fast now, they'll only multiply. I can handle this much on my own. Hilda's arrows cut through the light and drop the small fry one by one. Her movements are clean and precise.
気を抜かないでちょうだい。 敵はまだ押し寄せてきてるわよ。力を温存して動いた方がいいでしょうね。艦長、指揮をお願いするわ。
Got it. Prepare for battle, everyone. Attack the insects.
存分
大気中
And
消えなさい。弓の名手の一気に仕留めるよ。はあさあ今がチャンス。
踊って悲鳴を上げなさい。存分にあがいてみせる。踊って
いつでもいけるわ。漆黒の中に刻まれる罪。弓の大気中やっ
観察の価値がない。さようなら。
as the battle resumes, Arabella once again pulverizes countless enemies with her snake sword. She reaches the intent behind every single one of my commands perfectly. In fact, it's as if she moves in a way that guides me into issuing the order she wants. It's like she can peer directly into my commander's mind. Into a commander's mind. I may be looking down from a higher vantage point, but I am helpless against her movements.
今の作戦は良かったわ。ためらいがないのが気に入った。見事な式だったからご褒美をあげなくちゃね。
What's this? Arabella draws close and hands over a piece of candy she produces from her pocket. It is by no means normal for an agent to bestow a reward upon their commander.
もう少し見守ってからにしようかと思ってたけれど、あなたがあまりにも面白かったんだもの。コアにたどり着くまで引き続きいいところを見せてちょうだい。
Ooh, a piece of candy.
みんな無事でよかった。
重心とは結局戦争を分析するための概念の一つに過ぎないわ。時間、空間、情報、資源、すべての側面で優位に立つには文字と
Hey, Lantren.
高みから超越的な視野で見渡す必要がある。 NF6 からの NBD7 展開対処できるかしら。
That opening.
ブラックライオン、狐のように狡猾で獅子のように勇猛なリーダーの第一歩よ。狐のやり口はもう分かっているでしょ。
But do you know how a hedgehog moves? Arabella and I play a game of chess as we move towards our destination. We don't use a board or any pieces, we simply picture the board in our minds and call out each of our moves. Didn't he do this with someone before? Was it Hilda? There we go, yeah. I played chess with Hilda before, but this is a completely different experience. Arabella's black pieces take down my white pieces from completely unpredictable angles.
何をそんなじっと見てるの？艦長とアラベラがチェスを指してるのが気になる？
すごくね。あのオープニングはロンドンシステムの攻略に効果的な作戦だよ。私はアラベラに会ってから一度もチェスのことは話してない。それなのにこれ見よがしに最初からあんなことを言ってきた。もしあいつが私たちがカオスに侵入した時から今までの情報を全て握ってるなら、 それよりもずっと前、ファースト連続殺人事件が起きる前から私たちを把握してたなら、私たちは情報戦で完全に劣勢のまま戦場で孤立状態になる。
落ち着かないのは私も同じよ。もしアッシュがアラベラのせいで命を失ったのなら。
Don't worry, Arabella's a good character because she's playable.
もしアネスがアラベラのせいでおかしくなったのなら、
まだ私のことを疑ってるのかしら。
びっくりした。
それならあなたにもチャンスをあげるわ。艦長と同じ。少し借りるわ、艦長。
Arabella approaches me and snatches my pistol. Okay, she just takes it, and then places it in Hilda's hand.
さあ、このまま引き金を引いて。そうすれば疑念は消えて、ここの皆が安全を取り戻すわ。
By the way, she has PTSD with guns. So...
一体何を。あんた、今自分が何をやってるか分かってんの？
ずいぶん手が震えてるわね。ひょっとしてまだ怖いのかしら。自分の失敗で全てがダメになりそうで。
If you guys don't know, it's because she couldn't say someone because her gun jammed during the time, which is why she uses bow and arrows.
なんで。動けってば。早く撃ってよ。
言ったら手榴弾のピンを抜くのは慣れてるやつが一番早いって。ヒルデはアネスを連れてウェイポイントまで退却して、ここは私が食い止める。
でもまさか自分をおとりに。
いつまで過去にとらわれたままでいる気かしら。あなたも知っているはずよ。弓は旧時代の遺物。いくら錬磨し改造しても新時代の武器を上回ることはできない。銃は気まぐれな武器ね。体から生える爪とは違って壊れやすいし、そのせいで命を失うこともある。だから乗り越えなきゃでしょ。また仲間を失うつもり？さあ、引き金を引いて。そしたら艦長を救えるわ。
Arabella pulls the barrel onto her chest. As her chilling gaze draws nearer, all the color drains from Hilda's face. So, is anyone going to step in? Or we're just going to let this play out? Hilda flings the pistol away and curls up on the floor.
違う。私はもう二度と銃なんか手にしない。仲間を助けるため。私にそんな資格。
いい加減にして。他人の痛い過去を掘り返して何が楽しいわけ？
言ったでしょ。チャンスをあげただけよ。その子は他に比べて賢そうだったから。
はあ？
死を恐れると多くを失う。けれど人間を生かすのは生への欲望よ。私が最も欲望を燃やしたのは何だったかしらね。小さい頃は飴が好きだったわ。 見てると宝石の山のようだったから。今はこんなにもたくさんの宝石に囲まれてるけれど。
Arabella moves through the crystal formations that resemble a pile of jewels. Actual live 2D scene. They look far more valuable than gold or diamonds, and Arabella throws herself onto them. The crystals surge upward like waves crashing against a cliff, scattering countless rays of light.
結局はこれらが私の命を蝕むわ。本質の何たるかを知れば、私はその次元を超えて自由となる。
Guess I hit enter. Oh, never mind. Arabella reaches out into the air and the crystals start clinking together and writhing with movement. Legs emerge from beneath them, and eyes open on their sides. Sharp claws erupt in every direction, their frantic movements scattering light as they engulf Arabella.
あれはモンスター。
アラベラ様。
The swarms of claws tears into Arabella. She laughs with an expression of pure ecstasy, yet with the detachment of someone to whom nothing holds any meaning.
このままじゃ私の体は引き裂かれて虫の餌食になるわ。いかなる狙いも作戦も存在しない。私はただ欲望に目がくらんで死に果て、あなたは自由を脅かすすべての制約から解き放たれる。さあ、あなたの欲望を言ってちょうだい。あなたが生きる理由を、決して折れることのない信念を。
Arabella, like she says, if I leave Arabella to die here, her leverage over me regarding Tifera and Tina dies with her. Tracking Anis down would become far easier, and if the two of them actually have joined forces, we'd be free of that concern as well. I am unable to tell whether it's out of fear or tacit complicity, but neither Renoa nor any of the other agents make a move to approach Arabella. However, Renoa knits her brows as if torn about what to do.
艦長。
Renoa concludes her mental calculations and waits my orders.
このまま死んだら。
Hulik struggles to remain detached in the face of death, but her resolve crumbles.
艦長、どうしましょう。このままではきっと。
The other agents are reminded of their duties. Similarly, I remember why I became a Protoss, and the reason why I want to annihilate chaos as a captain of the SS Nightmare. I can't turn a blind eye to someone dying in front of me. If a life means saving, I save it, no matter who it is.
艦長。
Renault lets out a sigh of relief, feigned surprised yet visibly reassured. Go help Arabella, Renoa.
艦長ならそう言うと思ったわ。
It's about to collapse. Everyone tread carefully.
同行するなら勝手な行動は避けてちょうだい。次はないわよ。
アラベラ様、大丈夫ですか。
どうして私を助けたの、艦長。
Because you wanted to live. At least from where I was standing. It looked like you were really trying desperately to stay alive.
面白い意見ね。そう、あなたにはそう見えるのかもね。
So stop with these tests of yours. It'll only make the others worry.
アラベラ様、お怪我が。手当てをいたします。傷を見せていただければ。
力ニア、
はい。
まだ戦いは終わってないわ。もっと大きい敵が待ってるから。あなたが怒るのもわからなくはないわ。3回もあなたの信念を試したんだもん。失礼と思われても仕方ないことに。
I'm a slug, I'm a bug, I'm a something. The threatening roar of a monster causes even the nearby bugs to shriek and flee in terror. However, we have no reason to retreat. We only have one purpose: to forge ahead for the sake of protecting our companions. Save your apologies for later. Follow my command for now.
もちろんよ。できるリーダーの命令には従わないと。
私も体勢を整えます。
みんな戦闘準備を。
It's a bug.
どうかしら。存分に上がって悪くないわね。踊って悲鳴を上げなさい。今がチャンス。踊ってあがいてみせる。仲良く始末してあげる。じっとしてみて。
Oh, I should use it.
存分悪くないわね。踊って悲鳴を上げなさい。逃げ道なんだ。存分仲良く始末してあげる。じっとしてみた。踊ってまとめて縛ってあげるわ。観察の価値もないわ。さようなら。さーて悪くないわね。弓の目今がチャンス。存分に悲鳴を上げなさい。いつでもいけるわ。全てにかけて戦術機能散りなさい。はっ。
When a monster finally falls, it quickly rots away after the jewel-like crystals covering its body releases a foul stench.
どうかしら。今回もあなたの意
Yes,
図を
Lon
完
Tran,
璧
he
に
would.
汲み取れたでしょ。
He absolutely would. Too perfectly. It gives me goosebumps.
あなたの指揮は見え見えだけれど、あなたという存在はまだ不可解の領域にいるの。
How is he incomprehensible? He seems pretty simple to me.
あなたを理解したいがために無礼を働いたこと、ブラックスピカの団長として謝らせてもらうわ。
I don't believe that I'm that difficult to figure out, but apology accepted.
さて、お詫びとして隠してた秘密をもう一つ出さないとね。はい、どうぞ。今のあなたに最も必要な情報のはずよ。
Arabella produces a slip of paper from her bosom, of course it's in her bosom, and hands it over. It is a black piece of paper with some distinctive white handwriting. Unmistakably the same slip of paper we've seen time and time again while going after Anis. I really want to say Anis, but it's not that in this game. Anis's note?
アネスの望んだ結末じゃなかったけれど、私は楽しかったわ。
Parent admission of boob. Oh, there's actually more. Okay. If chaos is a labyrinth, then we hold the thread. The pioneer becomes the final destination, and we are fated to collide. The hour has come to topple the lofty tower. We either join hands or crumble.
すでに予想はしてると思うけれど、ブルーファルコン号に残されてたメモはブラックスピカの証よ。このメモもアネスがあなたの手に渡ることを願って書いたもの。私はいつどこでどうやって渡すかを設計しただけ。アネスはあなたが私を殺して戦利品として持ち帰ることを望んだんでしょうね。それが今までのアネスのやり方だから。
Kill you, then take you as a trophy? So, she want me to fuck your dead body? I guess? Arbella presses the elegant black note into my hand and examines her own fingernails. What is it that you want?
アネスがどうして今のような姿になったのか知ってるかしら。ファーストの真実を追っているうちに狂気に飲まれてしまったのよ。帝国が隠していた秘密を目の当たりにしてね。
What do you mean going at her? I already have her.
アネスはその秘密を共に目撃し、自分と共に帝国を滅ぼす共犯者を探しているわ。断れば殺し、同意すれば共犯者になる。そうやって今まで数えきれないほどのファーストを殺した。
Is that why she blew up the Blue Falcon?
過激で愚かな行為ね。私だったら選ばない手だわ。私はただあなたに会いたくてナイトメア号をここに誘導し、メモという餌をまいただけよ。
So, what you desire is...
あなたに会う。それだけだったわ。これは本当よ。アイアンレインの子たちにもよろしく伝えてちょうだい。ブラックスピカがアイアンレインの感染を吹き飛ばしたとかいう噂になったら困るのよね。
Arbella wraps her long, slender fingers around her snake sword and spins it like a lazy pinwheel.
この時間ならアネスはカオスのコアとは違う場所にいるわ。特徴は教えるから案内を頼めるかしら。
こっちで合ってる？私が聞いてたコア付近とは景色が違うけど。
ルートが変わったの。艦長が指揮しているのだから正しい道よ。
案内は艦長でも方向はアラベラが決めてるんでしょ。
I have not spent money on Nikkei for a long time.
ブルーファルコン号事件は自分と関係ないというのもブラックスピカがよくやるトカゲの尻尾切りかもしれないわ。せめて私だけでもカオスのコアに駆けつけて。
やめて。カオスで感情に振り回されて遭難した例ならもう十分すぎるほど見たわ。
はいはい、言ってみただけよ。
こういう状況では何よりも信頼が大事なの。艦長を信じてついていけばきっとアネスに会えるわ。
信頼か。アイアンレインの報告書によればここでもアネスに会う方法があるにはある。あいつを信じていいのかな。
ここは万華鏡の孵化場にある全ての空間につながる中継地点よ。迷路のように入り組んでて複雑だし目が回る。万華鏡の幻に気を取られた瞬間、道を踏み外すことになるわ。ここで道に迷ったら同じ場所へ戻ってくることはできない。 それが混沌で忘却だから。
Sounds just like time.
ん？
I grip the pocket watch hanging around my neck. Within the palm of my hand, the hour hand moves steadily forward in a single direction, but the one who commands which way it spins is none other than the necklace's holder. Since wrong choices are difficult to undo.
あなたらしい答えね。チェスボードにとらわれた駒は前へ進むことしかできず、一度踏み出したら取り返しがつかない。その中でどれだけ抗おうとも、自分に定義された限界を超えることはできないわ。インベーダーはどうして軍団と呼ばれてるか知ってるかしら？
Because they're as massive and powerful as one?
ええ。惑星を侵略するため体系化した組織構造を持ってる。あるものはポーンとして犠牲になり、あるものはクイーンとして敵の首を取る。帝国も同じよ。勢力を拡張するために誰かを犠牲にし、誰かを進撃させる。アネスはどうしてファーストは護身用の拳銃しか使えないのかを悩んだ末に自分の立ち位置を悟った。大切な人を守れなかった時の苦しみはあなたもよく知ってるでしょう。
Arabella taps the back of my hand, the one holding the pocket watch, with the tip of her finger. It feels as though the time ticking inside the watch is flowing in the same direction as she is. The fuck does that mean? Okay. A sudden chill runs down my spine. You do well not to jump to conclusions.
それなら私が何を知ってるか見せてあげる。
Arabella steps back a few paces and opens her palm. As though revealing a hidden treasure, the surrounding gemstones begin to sparkle, manifesting themselves into a strange form of desire. That's...
カオスレリック。こいつは万華鏡の負荷状を構成する空間を自由に変形させることができるわ。例えばこんな感じかしら。
Arabella strokes the edge of the Chaos Relic with her fingertip, causing the wall to rise up and block the path we had just passed through.
何これ？
気をつけて艦長。
待って、あのレリックどうして？私が読んだ報告書では他のファーストの位置を探知できるものだって書かれてたのに。
What?
間違ってないわ。あなたの目的はアネスに会うこと。そしてアネスもあなたに会いたがってる。このレリックを使って二人の心が一致すれば、それは正しい説明になるでしょう。
じゃあまさか
報告書の改ざんくらいナイトでポーンを打つより簡単よ。ビキニア、そろそろ行きましょう。
はい。皆様ご安心ください。これは毒ではありません。ただの
Arabella strokes the Chaos Relic once more, and Likinia takes a deep breath. The ground rumbles and the walls tremble, as if a tectonic shift is rippling through all the chaos.
艦長、命令を。
Stop, Arabella!
心配した通りじゃん。
Renault's rose vines and Hilda's arrow fly towards Arabella simultaneously. But the smoke pouring from Likinia's mouth engulfs both her and Arabella, while cavern walls erupt in front of Renault and Hilda.
これは
Like scattering the pieces on a chessboard while blindfolded, everyone is separated without even knowing where they stand. Hemmed in by walls on all sides, the only people standing before me are the black pieces, Arabella and Ligania. I think this is the last one.
何これ、こんなの全然聞いてないんだけど。艦長
こんなのぶっ壊しちゃうだけよ。はあ、あれ、また壁が。
アネスのメモ覚えてるかしら。混沌が迷路ならば私たちは手に糸を持っている。尖閣者が目的地となり互いにぶつかり合う運命。強い力を持つ者同士をぶつかり合わせるにはそれだけの原動力が必要なの。あなたの目には今何が見えるかしら。
While surrounding me on every side, a thick darkness. And you, Arabella.
私を先に見てくれるとは嬉しいわね。
あと少し。私も手伝う。
艦長！落ち着いて話したかったのにみんなせっかちね。私が受けた依頼はここまでよ。あとはもうあなたとアネスどちらにも介入しないことにするわ。あなたがどういう人間かよくわかったし、アネスの要求も叶えてあげたから。
Anis's demands?
あなたをここまで連れてきて合図をすればアネスが来ることになってるわ。カオスのコア付近、強力な力を持つファースト。アネスがどうしてあなたを呼んだかくらいわかるわよね。
Arabella strokes the Chaos Relic. A dizzying radiance floods the area, and within the glow, the relic vanishes from sight.
ここでアネスと二人きりになって彼女に死と協力のうちどちらかの選択を強いられたら、あなたはどちらを選ぶのかしら。
The snake sword in Arabella's hand gleams with a sharp, chilling light. As she spins it like a lazy pinwheel, the blade slices through the air with a dismal wail. I don't agree with Anis's demands, or methods.
それなら
But I refuse to choose death as well.
欲張りね。
Arabella shifts the snake sword to her other hand. As she lets it hang low, each segmented joint remains still, glaring ahead like a snake with its eyes wide open, watching its prey.
アラベラ様、アネスさんに言われた時間より少し早いようですが、よろしいのでしょうか。
私の計画は完璧のままよ。あとは艦長次第だわ。聞こえるかしら？今の音はあなたのお仲間が出したものじゃないの。どんどん近づいてるわ。ただ
Arabella slashes a gemstone gleaming like a kaleidoscope with her snake sword.
もう一度聞くわ。あなたの目には今何が見えるかしら？
Countless illusions wail as they glow along the snake sword's blade. Blurry phantoms come into view, raging, cheering, crying out in agony, and perishing. The walls that trap me in on all sides and the dense darkness all converge into a single form. From beyond that comes the sound of unfamiliar footsteps.
いかなる場合も自分自身を奪われないで行きましょうリキニア。次の約束の場所へ。
はい、かしこまりました。
Arabella and Likinia casually slip away, cutting right through the point where the light converges. The surroundings shake repeatedly from the explosions and roars, quickly mixing with the terrified screeches of monsters drawn by the chaos. It's never easy to get used to being left alone in the heart of enemy territory. It's hard to shake the nerves.
あと少しだから待ってて艦長、すぐに助けるわ。
Through the crumbling walls comes the sound of footsteps. Unlike Arabella's, these shoes strike with a sharp, light cadence. They know exactly where they're going. Not towards Renoir or Hilde. They head straight towards the chess piece clutching the pocket watch. Why did Arabella draw so willingly? The kaleidoscope reflects weapons, greed, massive claws. Then what I see before me is, suddenly, a still figure wielding a sword gleams sharply before my eyes. That's it. 20 days. That's 3 weeks. Yeah. Oh, I did miss one here. I don't care though. Better than the first chapter, but I still say is on the weaker side still compared to the rewrite, and even Act 4 for that matter. It feels like they spend way too much time just building up the character, and then the plot itself just doesn't fucking move. And it's honestly getting really tiring that's the problem that I'm seeing constantly. Hopefully things change in the next act, because I doubt it'll change in chapter 3 for this act. Is it better than we're comparing it to earlier? No. It's not. I don't even think Arabella is a better character than the ones that we've been watching Zeriskin. She's certainly interesting, but she lacks depth, I want to say. I do like her look though. Her look is great, but I guess you can say it's kind of like more of the same, if you know what I mean. Like, I like the look, but she needs more than that, pretty much. She has the good building blocks, the good foundation, but it feels like they didn't do too much with it. But overall, I feel like they could have taken out like half of this story and then added it with more plot, and it would be better. And that's basically the same of how I felt with Chapter 1 for this season as well. There's too much concern with trying to build up the character and make the character, and market the character, and it's killing the story pretty much. Because good stories can do both. It can both push the story and also sell the character. The writers don't seem to know how to do that at the moment. Than just being a seaman demon. I like seeing Veronica though. Veronica was great. Also, one thing I want to make note of, because this is a feeling I've had ever since before I started playing the game, and that's with partners. I think partners is probably the worst design decision that this game has ever made, and is also a thing that is severely killing their story. Because it's twofold. The first thing is that character designs are entirely wasted on the concept of partners. They just become one-use abilities. And it's just a huge waste of a character for them to become a partner. The other is that for this story, since they're marketing the gacha, that means every story is coming in pairs of two. So you have your character that's being marketed, and then their partner. Their signature partner, I should say. That means there's two backstories you have to fill in within any chapter, which takes up even more screen time for the plot. Yeah, I agree. Though I think for this one, the featured character has overall looked better than their partner. But honestly, I feel like the partner for the most part has been a waste of space. Especially for a Hilde's chapter. I don't even remember the name for her partner, because she's just fucking there. But this also means that since they also have to market the partner, you will never have a chapter where it's just that character that's being featured as a solo person. The closest we had to that was 9. But even with 9, she was going to save her partner. Which she eventually does, but it was towards the end of the chapter. Oh, and I guess, no, actually not 9, it's actually Tifera. Tifera is the closest one. But same deal. Yeah, I kind of wish they just made partners just weapons. Honestly, just do the concept of weapons instead of partners. That way the partners can actually be used as an actual character for later. As it stands right now, they're both wasted on as a feature, and is wasted in the story. But yeah, that's my rant. Overall, it's the story is fine. It's not bad. But I can say for certain that I've seen better. That said, I do like their designs. I do like Hilde's, and I do like Arabella's. But I guess you could say, if you played enough gacha games, you can see the formula, and the formula is getting really fucking old. Yeah, it's getting really old. But alright, that's all for me. I can just show you this so that you guys can all leave happy, I guess. Tomorrow I should be doing Ghost Frontline. That is assuming nothing happens, because I am doing a favor for a friend. Who, what I need done for him is time sensitive and is due by tomorrow. I've already sent it, is already done, but in case he wants to make any changes, I may or may not be able to stream tomorrow, but we'll see. If there's nothing wrong, then I'll stream Ghost Online 2 tomorrow and also Friday. If I can't, then I'll have to save Ghost Frontline for next week, because it is going to be a two-parter, and I don't want to separate it between Friday and Monday. So we'll see what happens then. Alright, thanks Recon, I appreciate that. But alright, I'm going to go ahead and hop off. I'm going to take care of some things before I have to go to bed in like a couple of hours. So, you guys take care. Hopefully, I'll see you all tomorrow.